Oh, I think I probably was making a really gross face right there. Hello!
What a way to start a video. Welcome back to Marley and O, guys.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, it's funny.
Man.
We've made lots of weird faces at these cameras over the past year.
And I was really enthusiastic, and you pressed record faster than I stopped making my ugly face, so nailed it.
That was great.
Oh, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. How are you?
Every day is a new adventure.
Right.
I'm so excited for 2021. Not because I really think it's going to change much, but just in theory because I need this to be over.
Yeah, I am ready for this to be over too. This has been quite the year, and I've even got a list of things that I would like to do when this is all over.
Do I? How odd.
You have one too.
Strange.
I think that's probably the thing to do right now is make lists of things we want to do when everything goes back to some sort of normal.
Yeah, I really just don't want to forget. That's really what my theory was. Because if I forget, then I don't get the joy out of it. And I get joy now thinking about how exciting it'll be when I get to do those things again.
Yes.
Oh, it's rough.
So what do you have on your list?
My number one is getting more tattoos.
Really?
Yeah. I have a list of ones that I like want to get designed or just like I'm really excited for. I don't know. That's just something that I don't do very often, but would do a lot now just because I can. Yeah, that's my number one. What's your number one?
So I don't really have them listed in what's my top choices.
They're not in my top choices, but that was what my brain first went to.
But I have on the top of my list here is going to there's a tea shop in Morris that I really want to go to. I want to go there with my my sisters.
Bloody Maze?
Yes, that's the one.
It's so good. I love it there.
I think you're the one who told me about it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. My mom and I really like it. They have the best seasonal soups, like strawberry, pumpkin.
Strawberry soup.
Strawberry soup. Yeah, that's my mom's favorite. I think it's a cold soup.
Yeah, I would think that'd be a cold soup.
My personal preference is they had this really delicious mushroom soup, and it changed me as a person. I want it again so bad now that I've remembered it exists.
Yeah, I really need to go there. He's not gonna eat those, honey. Those are yours.
That's for you to share. Oh, hopefully that wasn't too hairy, Gwen.
Well, she's eating worse things.
Hey, immune system. That's good. Yeah. You gotta build that while you're young.
Exactly. So what's your number two? Well, there's 5 of them.
5 of them?
Yeah.
Fine, because there's probably some on here that I don't want anyone to know about.
Yeah, I have, it's probably 2 pages worth of things I want to do, so.
Really long? It's short.
I'll choose 5.
Okay, it's good. I really want to go to Six Flags. My sister and I went to Fright Fest every year, and this past October was the first time in 16 years that my sister did not go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's a really long tradition to have broken, but
yeah.
She lives in Kansas, but she came up for like the past 2 years so we could go to Fright Fest, and it was sad that we were not able to go this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of traditions that got screwed up this year.
And like, I know that they were still open, but she and I are very paranoid people, so we were not going.
And you have a right to be a paranoid person.
I think Six Flags is probably trying to do its best right now, but golly gee, nope. I will wait, and then I will come back and be a proud patron when I am less scared.
There you go. Well, my number 2, like some of these things are on here that I've been able to do because they're pretty isolated anyway. But there's one thing on here, I completely forgot about this. I actually wrote this list when I was on maternity leave before all this happened. Well, I started this list then. And this is a weird one, but I don't know if you know who James May is. Mm-hmm. He's a TV host for car stuff, mostly car stuff, British guy. He's pretty serious kind of guy that works with some goofy people, but he's the serious one of the bunch. And he had a show. It was a very strange, kind of a boring show, except it was also hilarious because it was just so him. I don't know. But he was opening packages and letters and such, and I noticed that his letter opener was horrible. So I have on my list to send him a proper letter opener.
That's hilarious.
But I have not done that, so sorry.
That's so random.
Maybe I'll remember in the future that this is on my list.
They have some pretty cool letter openers that are like sheathed swords. I'm obsessed with those.
My favorite type of letter openers are the fridge ones that have like the plastic guard around it and you can slide. Easy, smooth, like butter.
One or the other. Very like practical or very cool.
Yes, well, I like my practical ones.
I know. The cool ones are for display. My next one is so the Nutcracker, I saw it in like a theater for the first time like 2 or 3 years ago with my friends, and it was so lovely. Like I really enjoyed it. It was the first time I'd ever like seen ballet. And I had wanted to take like my parents and go and see it like this year or like eventually, but we're waiting. It was so lovely. It was at the Joffrey Ballet, and it was just
Oh man, that's on my Joffrey Ballet is one of the ones on my list, but it's not my post virus list necessarily, but when she's older.
Yeah,
I think I want to take her to a ballet. So I've always wanted to see Swan Lake.
Yes, I would like to see that as well. I was concerned that I wasn't going to be able to follow it. That was a big thing because it's ballet and there's not a whole lot of words, and I am not cultured. But it was like you could tell it was happening, and if you couldn't tell it was happening, you had that sweet little playbill to tell you, "Hey, this is the plot."
Yes,
and that was wonderful. It was.
I was actually in the Nutcracker one year for Paula Aubrey's.
Aw, that's cute.
I was a Russian dancer.
Nice.
But I cannot do that crouch kick thing, so I can't do it, guys.
That's okay. If you could, we would be making you do it. So
well, yeah, obviously, and I'd be glad to show it off if I were that talented, but I am not.
Okay. That's all right.
Let's see here. My number 3 would be going to Oshkosh AirVenture because it was canceled last year.
Yeah.
A lot of things were canceled last year.
Yeah.
But we were planning on taking her to her first Oshkosh. My husband's family goes every year, but this year didn't happen, so we couldn't go. And yeah, I think you'd like seeing all those airplanes. Oshkosh is really cool, guys. It's like, if you've ever been to a car show, multiply that across the whole airport, like the outside of an airport.
Big.
Yeah, it's huge. It's fun. A lot of fun. And then there's cool features in the town of Oshkosh, too, and a lake. And there's even like a children's zoo there.
That's in Wisconsin, isn't it?
What's that?
Wisconsin or Illinois?
Wisconsin. Yeah, I think it's about 4 hours north of here. I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Is that really good? You enjoying your snacks?
Really appetizing, but I'm glad you like it.
Mm-hmm.
I on a similar note, really sad that we didn't get to go to the Renaissance Fair this year.
Yeah. Marley and I go a lot, or once a year at least, and we haven't been able to go.
Which is so sad.
Did you see the tumbling act, Barely Balanced? Large has stopped. He's getting married, so he's not going to be in it anymore.
Okay, first of all, rude. You can get married and keep doing stuff.
But he's going to be doing the one in Georgia still because he's living in Georgia with his fiance. But yeah, it's sad. We won't see him anymore.
It's sad. Yeah, I recently took up sewing, and I say that very tentatively because I don't know what I'm doing. but I'm trying because I want to have a matching Renaissance fair outfit with my partner. And
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome.
I have no money, so the best way to do that I can think of is to make it. But Joanne had a 99-cent pattern sale, and almost all the patterns I bought were capes, and now I have way too many cape patterns. I'm obsessed with capes.
So, in other words, you need to make capes for all of us.
Yeah, we can all have matching capes at the library. Honestly,
Awesome.
it never should have gone out of style. It's my personal opinion. But
yeah, why are capes so out of style? They're like so convenient, and like you could use them as a blanket, or if you get a cloak, you got the big hood.
I already wear blankets, so it's just a culturally appropriate blanket to wear.
Yeah, I mean, we're bringing back Snuggies, so why not? Or bringing back Snuggies. We have Snuggies. Why not just go classy and grab a cloak?
Right.
I have a cloak.
Yeah, I have a
Snuggie. You get to wear it. Come on, guys, bring them back.
Gwyneth is being rather dramatic.
Like, oh, the feather things?
Yeah, that's what her hand was doing. She was.
Oh, I'm like, what are you doing? Are you? I thought you were talking about like flapper headbands. Like, okay, yeah.
She was eating her snack in distress.
Yeah. Lady of leisure right here.
For real.
Mm-hmm. So my next on my list, let's see what it is.
Is that number 5, 4, 5? I can't count. 1, 2, 3. You're 4th.
Oh, okay. I think we're at number 4, right?
You're on number 4, and then I will be number 5.
Okay.
Counting is hard.
There is a spa in Chicago that I really want to go to.
Interesting. Okay, tell me more.
It's a hot spring spa.
Oh.
With like different pools. If you've ever seen, what's that movie? There's a movie.
I believe it.
It's Kanye Reeves. The one he's an assassin. I can't think of the movie right now. I'm probably going to feel really dumb when I do think of it.
John Wick?
Yes, John Wick, which also we have those at the library. But if you've ever seen, I think it's the one where the dog dies. Sorry, spoiler alert. There's a spa where all the bad guys are hanging out at, and it's one of those spas, one of that company's spas, and they have one in Chicago, and they're really fancy. And I really want to go to it because they have like the cold pool and the hot pool, and they have massages and such. So I just want to experience the pools.
Sure, yeah.
So
I love it.
That's on my list. They've got one in New York, and I think somewhere on the West Coast. I don't remember where that one's at.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to a hot spring, and that's the closest thing to it around here. And it's more like a Roman bath kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing.
Yeah.
My last one is I miss going to antique stores, and I would really like to be able to go to those again.
I mean, you could do that now.
Yeah, I don't really need shopping right now. I don't have any money anyway.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I
haven't been either, so I'm not really one to talk for that.
Yeah, I figure if I can't buy it online, I'll wait.
Yeah, we haven't been out shopping I haven't taken her anywhere at all. She's gone to the doctor, and she's gone to a few eateries with family, but that's about it.
When this ends, and she's like, why are there crowds of people in places?
Yeah, she might be very confused. She's been to the farmer's market, though.
Yeah, I went to Joann's recently, and there were way too many people. Like, I was going to get some fabric, but then I got overwhelmed because there were 1,000 people in the store, and their aisles are like 2 inches wide.
Yeah, they're not big aisles.
Must leave. This is too much. I've not been in a building with this many people in a century.
Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming now.
It is overwhelming.
Especially for us introverts who didn't like crowds anyway.
I didn't like it at the beginning, and I certainly don't
still
now.
Don't like crowds. Okay, so it's my turn again, isn't it?
It is your turn.
Okay.
your last one.
It's a very long list, so I'm trying to figure out what would be the most interesting.
Hey, I mean, hi, Gwyneth. Hello. Okay, all right. You got it. Yep.
The drive-in theater that's down by, is it Crescent City? Or not Crescent City? Down south.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I've never been there. We've planned quite a few times to go there, and every time we've been ready to go, it's been raining. So we didn't go.
Why would that work out?
Right? But one of these days, I'm going to get there and I'm going to watch a movie in my car, or Alex's car maybe. But we're gonna watch a movie outside, and it's going to be great.
Is that Harvest Moon? Is that
Harvest Moon? I know there's a moon. I just don't think it was Blue Moon or Half Moon. Harvest Moon. Okay. Gibson City. Gibson City. That's the word.
City. Nailed
it. Yeah.
Heather got it.
So that's a few things from our list, guys.
Yeah. Most of my list, but very few from Olivia's list. Because your list is way longer than.
Yeah, my list is huge. So what are you reading right now?
So right now, I have a couple of poetry books. I grabbed these from our library because I know that she's a very good poet, and I've heard really good things about these, but I have not had the opportunity to sit down and read them. And I struggle with poetry, not like super big into poetry, but heard good things and would like to like poetry, much like there are plenty of other things I would like to enjoy, like running, but do not. So I figured I'd start with something that,
I like reading poetry out loud. I think it helps with like diction, and it helps. Something that happens when you have a child is you start paying attention to yourself and your own needs, and one of the things that goes is speech, because you're so tired and so overwhelmed and you forget how to talk correctly. So reading poetry out loud is what helped me get through that. So
yeah,
that's one of the things I did. Hey, you want more yogurt drops? Right now, or actually, I'm going to talk about a book that I just finished. Speaking of parenting, it's a parenting book. It's called Bringing Up Bebe, which is the French spelling of baby, B-E-B-E. And it is by, what is this lady's name? Pamela Druckerman. And she moved to Paris before she got pregnant. I think it was before. And it was going to be like a temporary thing living there maybe, but it's turned into long-term, and she's talking about the differences between raising a child in America and raising a child in France, and how very different it is with our parenting styles.
For sure. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I learned a few things. It's actually how I started getting her to take naps without me.
We love good nap taking
yes,
skills.
We do.
I am a pro napper, Gwyneth, so
I'm a terrible napper too, so I can understand her.
Yeah, I'm the girl to go to. If napping was an Olympic sport, I would be a gold medalist.
I would fail.
Okay. That's all right. We all have our skills, and mine is getting an appropriate amount of sleep, because I crash and burn as a human being if I don't get enough sleep. It is not good.
Gwen's choice today, I have her pick out a book from her shelf before we do this, is Planes, World Class Wings.
Very cute.
It's about the race in the movie Planes. So there's plenty of Disney books on our shelves, on lots of our library shelves. You can order books from other libraries to be sent to our library. So if you don't see a book you want on our catalog for our library specifically, you can have it sent from a different library. You can conveniently pick it up from our library. It's really nice.
Yeah, or you can check out our digital library shelves on Libby or Hoopla, which we are happy to explain. If you have any questions about those, you can always call us, or you can email us, or you can Facebook message us.
Mm-hmm.
The options are endless, essentially. just
your reading material is to the moon and back. There's so much.
It's outrageous how many options. Honestly, it's sometimes a little bit overwhelming to me when I have to choose a new book that I'm just like, there's a lot to choose from. Gwyneth, you are being very sleepy, and I totally get it. I too am sleepy.
So what's up this week?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so it is Wednesday, and
yes.
I think that tomorrow is the last day of our contest. So if you have not posted your picture of your gingerbread house, make sure you get those up. We would love to see them. I'm very excited to go through and peruse. We also have Olivia's Kitchen.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what I'm posting yet.
No worries.
I've made quite a few things. I just have a build up of stuff, but I think that one might be. Oh, I know which one I'm posting.
Okay.
I made a nerd's cake.
Is that good?
It was not. I mean, okay, if you like fruitcake, you would like this cake.
Cake, to be honest.
But I'm going to post it anyway because it's pretty funny. And at least you have a white cake recipe and you could leave out the nerds.
Yeah. Interesting. It sounds like it would taste like funfetti, but I bet it's
right. But there's so many fruit flavors in there, it tastes just like fruitcake.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the easiest fruitcake you could ever make. And also, if you don't like fruitcake, don't make it, obviously. Unless you want to just like, hey, I made you this special candy cake, and then watch their reactions. Like,
that sounds hilarious. And also kind of gross. I love it. We have Holly's Garden tomorrow at 5:30 and social.
We're tapping maple trees. We're talking about tapping maple trees.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, that's information I would have never had before. Then tomorrow night at 6 party on Saturday, which is very exciting. Is it a Christmas tree painting?
Yes.
And then after that, post Gwyneth, my goodness, you have words today. And I'm
very excited about the snacks.
I love
it. Is it singing time?
And after that, it's relatively quiet because Children's takes off their programs.
There are going to be a spattering of celebratory events for the New Year, but at this moment, I don't know the exact dates for that. We're waiting for them to post them. So we'll get that to you.
Yeah. We'll tell you next week.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, that's all we have for you. And we'll see you next week. So goodbye. Say goodbye.
You say bye, Glenna?
Yay! Bye-bye.
Bye.